Howdy everybody, good evening, and welcome back to another wonderful attempt here at Magic the Gathering on the arena format. Brayden, good to see you. Good evening. It's draft day in... Oh, this thing won't show me. In 2 days. Oh my gosh. 2 days already, huh? So on Thursday is when it starts? If I'm getting that correct. So it goes, does it go Thursday through Sunday? I always thought of it more of like a Friday through Sunday kind of a thing. Fair enough, though. Fair enough. Alrighty. Through Saturday. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Good on that. There's a lot going on this weekend. Evo Japan is this weekend. The NFL Draft. NHL's currently in the midst of its playoffs. There's a lot going on all the time. So, I'll read that in a second. Meantime, I don't have to do too much to get these completed. 30 red or green spells. All right, maybe I'll give the Slick Shot teamer version of it a try. Or I can use my usual Jund aggro deck. I like Jund mid range at this point. It's not very aggro-y, but I could tweak it a bit more. Make it include older cards in it I was once using and use that again. There's a lot of potential in that deck. When I was working up something new, I was like, based on what I had here in the Grix X Mile, just combine the words Grix is Exile and Mill. I'm like, there's got to be something else I can do with the same concept of the Deep Muck Desperado and Mill and Somniphage. I'm like, maybe it's better off as an Esper deck where you include cards like No More Lies, your typical like early counter spell, 2 mana, and counter unless they pay X amount. In this case, this one's just like a mana leak. Counter unless they pay 3. And then beyond that, I was like, yeah, change it up to have a bit more things that have mill effects and when they enter the battlefield, so you get more crime triggers for Desperado. We're more likely to have a crime trigger every single turn for things like Desperado or Vadmir. Can help you win that game. Lazov is also really good because he keeps growing as well. He's basically just a Vadmir that could turn into a bigger creature and for a turn and all that kind of stuff while you're milling. There's some give and takes there. Though, when I was looking around at things, I'm like, oh, that's right, this card exists. Elish Norn. 4/7, a 4/7 for 5 mana, with Vigilance, meaning it does not tap when it attacks. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, well, it's going to trigger an additional time. And then, it has the added effect of permanents entering the battlefield do not cause abilities of permanents your opponents control to trigger. So you're like, I get all the triggers plus 1, plus an additional. And your opponent, and you say, opponent, no. And I had a really good match testing this out the other day where the opponent was like, I'm going to play a Tolly who's supposed to exile from the top of the deck, top of all players' decks, and then you can cast it for free. And he's like, haha, wait, what's going on? Wait, and you can see him hovering over it, and he's like, oh my goodness, he did not get the Atali enter the battlefield trigger. And it's like, oh, this deck also runs Atraxa. And his deck also ran Atraxa, so it's like, oh, Atraxa will enter the battlefield and not draw you like upwards of like almost 5 cards because of an enter the battlefield trigger that just can't happen because Elish says no. It was funny. The person eventually won out in the end, but they only had like under 10 cards left. It was a close game, real close game. But the Elish makes things like this Twisted Embrace actually trigger twice for a single activation. Can make Brutal Cathar exile 2 things from the field. Can make Deep Cavern Bat take 2 things out of their hand. Can make this card mill for 4, this card mill for 4. Makes Tiny Bones activate more than once, which can be helpful. So there's a lot of give and takes here as far as what Elish Norn can do. And I kind of want to, putting this together and having a bit of a concept going, I want to try and push this further. I just don't know exactly how yet, but it's in a cool direction. Oh, they fixed the sideboards. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Right now I have Jason the sideboard. He might have to come back to main board, but he has a home in this mill strategy. So this is basically the deck I slammed together. And I was like, oh yeah, no more lies exist. Maybe this should be an Esper deck instead of a Grixis one. When you fix the damn shuffler, right? Half the fixes, because I did something I haven't done in a while. I've been enjoying the singular art of. I haven't been here. I haven't been here, right? One of these is. So I've been enjoying using the lands that are basically like these browser windows. You can see that it's pixelated, and if you can't tell, it is pixels. It's pixel art, and it's got that little like see-through window. You got the close, maximize, and minimize buttons as part of the top right corner. So it's supposed to be like a browser window and all that. And I always thought it was pretty cool. And it was an old thing that was kind of unofficially discovered. People were like, yeah, the shuffler acts a bit wonkier when all your lands match. So I've been playing with matching lands for a long while now. And I'm like, you know what? For this deck, I'm going to go ahead and just play a bunch of individual artworks, but I try to play all full arts if I can. I like, the stained glass effect. You got the Phyrexia lands. They all look really cool. So, yeah, that been going all right, and it made the gameplay feel a bit more normal. But it seems like the shuffler seems to kind of get wonky around multiples. The more one-ofs you can have, it seems to play normal, especially around the lands. So when you gotta play multiples of like 4 of the same creature, not sure how much that was always affected, but I'm like, I'll just go back to that old tactic. It seemed to work out. So there's a kind of, sort of, almost workaround for it. Discard any changes though, in case I did accidentally make any. So yeah, that kind of, sort of, works around. Some people like to go. I mean, I've always been a player who likes to play with as many different artworks as I can. I just play with like a couple different favorite artworks, and that works for me. Right up my alley anyway. So it doesn't fix everything, but it seems to do a little bit of a good job. That being said, this is the deck I want to play because it just goes fast. You're like, oh, this creature has haste, can attack the turn you play it. And gets bigger when you cast things. Can attack the turn you play it and gets bigger when you cast things. And can attack the turn you play it and gets bigger when you cast things. All these creatures do this. This one can attack right away, but it gets bigger when you cast things. And it also says creatures with power less than the otters can't block it. And it also has a spell attached to its other side, which can help your things get bigger. The effect of the spell gets them bigger, plus their own personal abilities of they get bigger when you cast something. So that can just slams. Thing slams about as much as an NBA slam dunk contest. We'll try and get a little bit of that in, test out the Esperados, and Jund midrange. I want to mention one thing about this deck that I might try and fit back in. Wormlet was the name. Teething Wormlet. A 1/1 for 1 that can have Death Touch. Teething Wormlet has Death Touch as long as you control 3 or more artifacts. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. If this is the first time this ability has resolved this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Teething Wormlet, so the Wormlet can grow itself. And then can gain ability if once you have Metalcraft, I believe was the old ability. They did not put that word on there, but it effectively has it. Now there aren't too many artifacts in this deck anymore, but there used to be. And I used to have cards like, I think it was like, Simian Simulacrum, a 2/1 for 3 mana, When it enters the battlefield, you put 2+1/+1 counters on any target creature you control. So you can put it on itself, so it's a 4/3 for 3 mana. Or you could put them on any of these other creatures that love to get +1/+1 counters. Plus, it's entering the battlefield will make the Wormlet grow. So I had a bit of a different build going on here. I could kind of swap back to it a bit, but Thrill Seeker helps get you the reach that you need as an extra bolting effect. Lightning Strike can either take out small things or hit the face, go for the throat as well. Let's go for the throat. So I have a few protection spells just in case. And yeah, so with Wormlet, it being the other 1-drop, there are actually a lot of worms in Standard right now, and they're all green. Well, except this one, which can be cast for black, but for 7 mana it just gets really big. I know people have been making a mono green decks. I wonder if I could make one. I would love to know what that's like. So yeah, with this Wormlet, you kind of start if you start the game with both a Wormlet and a Reinforced Ronin in hand, you can just turn 1 Worm, turn 2 cast Ronin, attack for 4. Then turn 3 cast Ronin, attack for 5, because now the Wormlet is growing. But that's the only benefit the Worm's getting, and you're only gaining 1 life. And I don't know, there's some give and takes about it. It'd be a cool thing, but since this can get counters on it, it would work well with Tumblewag. Everything in this deck works well with Tumblewag. Everything in this deck works well together. So probably no need to go back. Would be cool though. Still, I'm glad sideboards are fixed. So with that, let me go ahead. Let's jump in and try to... Let me see what's... Darter deck duel. Oh, that's back. Pawnee Ball Standard. So, like, it's a standard event where there's an emblem named after a particular character. What are the card styles? Lost Jite. Generous Plunderer? What that card does. Nexus of Becoming. Loot the Key to Everything. I wonder if Loot the Key to Everything was made by Ashnod and what's his... The dude looks like a professor. Tawnos. Ashnod and Tawnos. There are some pretty cool cards in here, but you gotta win to get them. Like, you gotta do this. Keep playing until the event ends. Been my last while, but I'll try and get to it later. So what happens? Do a standard deck. Each player gets some help from Banny Paw, Clear Cutter. Whenever you attack, draw a card, then you may put a land card from your hand or graveyard on the battlefield. Okay. Interesting. So, play a normal game of Magic with an added effect, an added universal effect. When you attack, draw a card, play a land. It seems like all the already like ramp decks would probably be pretty good in that format. Let's try an official best of 3 standard rank Esperados. Show me Esperados what you can do. So you're not gonna lie, you might consider buying another game on Steam. Hey, if the sale is just right, go for it. The round 1's on Thursday, 2 through 3 on Friday, and 4 through 7 on Saturday. There's only 7 rounds. I always feel like there was a lot more. Then again, when you got so many teams and they got so much time and there's trades that happen in between, I guess I can understand why it would take a very long time. They reduced it a while ago. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Oh yeah, wearing my Blanca Street Fighter 6 shirt. To be honest though, if I were playing fighting games today, I'd probably have just jumped on Street Fighter for some quick matches. It is always real fun scooping people up as Zangief. And I got my My god, going pretty good. We'll play first so we can try to get ahead and stay ahead. Oh, got all the swamps though. Well, so much for that different land arts keeping things from being. But then again, it's possible to draw like this. This is honestly not so bad because I can turn through this. Fortunately, I don't know if 3 steps gets a discount. I'm gonna try and keep this and try to learn more about my deck. I built it, but I still have to get a feel for it. Because there's a difference between theory and actually playing it out, you know? Then once you get a feel for it, you can go, oh, I can tweak it like this. +1 of this, -1 of that. Find a whole new card where you go, oh, that should definitely be in this deck. Ooh. Double Desperado. Make them mill 6 every time? Dude, if only. Now, they are not going to allow me to keep that. Alright, so we're going red-black. Deep Cavern Path. Take the Desperado. Person keeps hovering over my swamp. Well, okay. I've bumped into this deck a lot. I've not seen this deck at all. Like this red-black, have Gix. Now I just seem to be bumping into it, like, a lot. Speaking of a lot, this person's about to mill 8 cards. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. No attack. Oh, we got 1 card left in hand, so I probably need some more, like, draw effects. I drew, like, a couple creatures and, like, none of my... Well, I guess I did have, like, the 1 counter spell. That got eaten up. Maybe some more small frame removal would be pretty good in the main board, but then again, I got that all on the side. It's about having, like, your main game plan and figuring out what you can flex. Games 2 and 3. Appraiser! Boy, I haven't seen anybody play that in a while. You're gonna go... I'll say, you're going for the Desperado, right? Hit the rat. Misclick and hit the rat. I would be so thankful. Hit the rat, and then I can get -1 on the bat. Rat kills bat. Lamau. Show me your hand. Ooh. Oh, they've got some really good targets to hit there with the Rakdos joins up. Yeah, I can see why they're doing like this Rakdos mid-range deck. Okay. I mean, they've got good options no matter what. Beginning combat on your turn, like... Yeah, we'll just gonna take a go for the throat. At least I thought I clicked it. There it is. Okay, you have a question. By all means, please do ask. Let's go down to half. If I get a Somnophage, keep on them for 7 and stuff. But yeah, I need more draw effects. I just need to like draw cards. Remember some of the specs of my PC? Ooh, I do not. Since I got in 2020, I got what was top of the line at the time, which was like a 2080, the GeForce RTX by NVIDIA. Now I've got this like terabyte solid state drive, or 500 gig solid state drive, terabyte hard drive, This one is liquid cooled, 32 gig RAM. I want to say this one's an i7 Intel processing. I don't think it's the AMD version or the AMD equivalent. I'm not 100% certain. Where are we at? I have to go for the throw because I'll take down my other dude. If I get that, I mean, I get this thing back, but then I won't be able to cast anymore. Any more mill effects? I drew a land. Shucks. I'm just drawing dead here. Probably only effectively have one or two more turns. Respectable specs. Yeah, moderately respectable specs. Especially considering that this PC was purchased back in 2020, so this PC is 4 years old now. Which makes me go, oh my gosh. But it's probably upgradable. Huh. Now the Desperado's gonna mill you for another 3 off of that on your turn. That's the best part about this deck. If you get to mill them on their turn, it really speeds things up instead of just going every single one of your turn. Mill them on their turn too. It's also quite nice. Well, open. Yeah, I hear anything above like the 30, 60, 30, 80s like almost kind of pointless. There's no point to like being in the 40, 80s right now. You got the good stuff like that? Nice. Yeah, you're solid. You're real solid in setup. Target player discards a card. Don't have a second blue source. That's kind of lame. What do I do about that? I'm just gonna make a copy. Upgrading storage? Yeah, always recommend upgrade storage. Alright, opponent, what you got? You got 5 cards in hands with a Rakdos joins up. Oh, you grabbed Trumpeting Carnosaur? That's brutal. Hit my bat. Hit my bat. I say hit my bat, so then you get that back, and then you kill my Desperado. Oh no. Artifact creature enchantment. I can mill another 6 though. That gets me down to 20. It's not gonna do anything for me, but it's hilarious. 9-8 though. I think you drop off Skitterfang. Make you mill 6. Hilarious. And wouldn't be able to win. Unfortunate. I have to drop a Jace for double blue. I'm getting the graphics card for a while. Yeah, that's true. I could probably use a graphics card upgrade though. Oh, dang. Might as well attack with everything. You don't even need to play the, like, whatchamacallit. They're gonna win out. They don't even have to play Go for the Throat. They're gonna cast it anyways because they're jerks, but... Niblox can win this one. You were gonna win anyways. Oh, they made Tiny Bones do that, do the skeleton puppet dance. Okay, fair enough. That's fair enough. Okay, what can I do to... Praiser, they have the thing in the graveyard. Zov would help there. 3/4 with Flash. Exile card from a graveyard. This will be very helpful, actually. It works great with Elish Norn. To do some graveyard things. I think I want Cemetery Protector. The reanimate effect off of Wellness Job is nice, but I can drop you off and get another Cathar in here. We want a Pure Destroy effect off of Fateful Absence. If one gets been going, Jace doing minuses on everything helps a lot. Is Vladimir really going to beat them out, though? We're down to 3 Somnophage, huh? Just going to do pure negates there. I think that's all I need. So I think that's the swap bots we'll go with. Looking solid. Yeah, we'll do like multi-turn things, so the grab out start early. Not gonna worry about saving for triggers later. Ooh. Took out some good cards at the top of their deck, but they still have a full set of hands there. I'll put down Vadmir. They're gonna need to get rid of this guy ASAP. He's gonna grow out of hand. Can't be taken care of. NVIDIA 40s will become cheaper. Typically, yeah, one would suspect that's how it's gonna go. Ooh. They have Ix, Razor, and Shuldred. I think they're Shuldred. I'll give them for 4. It's pretty great when you get a good aggressive start. Yep, knew that guy would show up. Okay, almost there. We'll get Vadmir up to 5 with Somnophage. They got Cavernous Souls. Huh. It took him a while to convince him about built versus pre-built. I bet. I mean, it always. I guess a lot of people. Oh, it's pre-built, so that would make it easier and cheaper. Not really. No. Not really. What if we do like? What if we do, you know, custom build? What if something goes wrong? What if... Actually, but these are one things. Daunting. Very daunting at first. If I had one more land, I could, like, resolve my way into stuff. Pretty cool. But... target you from mill 4. Yeah, 3/3, huh? I just put on a new Vadmir. Or like, yeah, I'll just... Oh, dude, if I can resolve and take away their Trumpeting Carnosaur, oh my goodness, that's going to be great. Land, please. Let me play both creatures. Tell them to get the creatures next time. Another Gix, huh? What is this? Mill 3 and then return the thing of... I'll just play the land. Let me just target you once, some way, somehow. I can make Lazov eat the dinosaur. Lazov becomes a copy of a 7/6, and because of this +1/+1 counter, oh, that's gonna be great. We can do -2.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows like me. One of your friends has to leave.
Okay. Oh, like, that did not work out like I thought it would. Ooh, that was good. That was very good. But the main concern for building is that you could F it up and then it wouldn't work during the building process. True, true. Yeah, like I said, they did mention that. Gotta have a bit of confidence that comes out on doing that kind of stuff. A better way to like do targeting, so you can do the commit crimes, so you get better returns off of Lazov and Vladimir. I might take away 2 other like cards. Maybe get rid of 2 of the tiny bones. Like up the Vladimir and stuff, but I'm gonna keep the Lazov and it's tough to say. If I can keep giving them bad, Elish Norn doesn't do much in this deck, does she? Which doesn't do much against this deck, is more like what I meant to say. Doesn't really prevent any end of the battlefield triggers. Move one of those out. I'm gonna try it without the tiny bones. That's what I want to try and figure out what to do. Tiny bones has been nice, don't get me wrong. 1 extra like counter spell in there might help. Let's see what we get. I thought you would break your level by putting the ram sticks in. No, those things can handle a lot more than you think. Oh my gosh, 5 lands. I might be able to make do with this, but they're going first. They're gonna like turn 2 bat into take away mine, but then I can Cathar away their bat. So there's some give and take here, and then bounce the bat. I'm gonna keep this. This is dumb, but I don't like how this game mulligans either. So. If you don't have a turn 1 play, you might as well play the triple land that can give you 1 of 3 mana. All 3 mana this deck needs. Starting off with Magma. And then if you have to sacrifice 3 treasures to get a thing done. Noted. Vladimir. You're gonna target my dude and like kill him. I know. I know you is. And you may choose a creature, enchantment, or planeswalker card. Oh, they chose the Cathar, huh? Well, fair enough. Here comes the Desperado. Dude, you're not going to attack me, so I get a free attack. If you block, I'd be more surprised. Got my free amount of damage in. But anyways, now I get you there, Braden. The RAM sticks and all that kind of stuff on motherboards feels like it's gonna break all the time. I always feel like it's something's going on. Yeah. We got Gisa showing up. Not doing much of anything. They target one thing and they get zombies. Oh, that ain't great for me. I can bounce something to their hand though, so I can maybe wait. I think I'm gonna wait because that's what, Ward 2, pay 2 life. You only drop Magna in. All right, I want to just diversify my threats. I'm gonna want to target one of my Desperados. If there's no way they don't have something like a bat or something. Like they're gonna trigger Gisa, I know. But I mean, Magna ramping into Gisa, the crime mechanic is so strong. Get 2 for 1 castings. Gix! Dude, this deck is really strong. Get 2 for the price of 1. This is stupid good. They do got 2 blue. Okay, I can do this thing with those. That's 1, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to 5 mana. What I was going to do is draw 2, discard 2. Okay. We're going to pass a turn and try and make moves on the next turn. We can start milling 6 a time. It would only take 10 total activations. We'll see what they do. See what they do. Take out the like a care of the CPU. Yeah, I bet. I think it's the one I got it from iBuyPower, so it was a pre-built that I, purposefully assembled together, one could say. Okay. Trying to attack for 7. I'm gonna no block. Hit me for 7. Show me what you're working with here. Still no castings. You know, we're gonna send Gix away. It's okay for you to hit me for 4. That goes up to a 3/3. They're gonna mill 6. Hit a good set there. Nice. Somehow Gisa has not activated yet. Kind of crazy to think about, but now you can cast whatever you want. I'm not gonna be able to counter it, so it's like, yeah, what you doing? What are you doing, friendo? All 3 modes is what, 6 mana? One, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana. Eesh. Oh man. Only 7 graveyard. Feels weird. 7 in the yard. Library.
The weak-minded will be educated in Phyrexia's ways.
Three, 4, 5, 6.
You can be made to obey.
Looking for some good stuff. No attacks, no turn. Jace actually helped out there. Oh, they're gonna get their Gisa tokens. As long as you control have menace. Oh, why did that's so? Why is Gisa so buffed up? With Ward, gets you automatic 3/3s that have menace. Only triggers 1 each turn. Like, she puts 6 power on the board just because you targeted your opponent in some way, shape, or form. Wizards was definitely on crack. They're just sitting there, they're just passing around the peace pipe. And it's like, we really gotta like. Good player now. Oh, 3 there, so they try to get their automatic. Prisoners rolling, take down. I want to try and go for a zombie token over the appraiser.
None of this calculates.
Guess I should have just gone for the straight mill 15 on top of mill 6. Mill 21. Be down to 18 cards left. They still got like the Shouldered anyways. Got one card, lose 2 life. Cool. So these 5. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Brutal Bacatha. Take out their Shouldered. Mill them for 6. And then just, well, pass the turn. And, I needed to put that land down so I had my counterspell open. Whoops! Brain was not thinking. So is there a stigma against pre-built computers for gaming? The stigma is that people would be tricked into buying something underpowered because they don't know what they're doing. Stigma against pre-built is that they're usually cost more and give you less. That's the problem with pre-built. It's like, oh, see the computer that costs $1,500? You can go and buy the parts individually and assemble it for $1,000. So that's kind of the stigma. Is like, why go buy a pre-built when you can get it for yourself for cheaper? Like, if you put in a little bit of legwork and elbow grease, you'll get it. But on the converse, if you do enough legwork of like shopping around, you will find. I'm just gonna run out of zombies for now. If you do enough legwork, you will find a pre-built thing that is equivalent to what you could buy on your own. Like if you put in the legwork, you can get a good PC pre-built or self-assembled. If you do enough searching around, but either way, you're still going to have to search. I mean, mine, like I said, I got it from iBuyPower, so I had to go through pre-built lists and customize it, and then I was able to find a good starting point, put things on there, and got something that cost more and whittled it down to a price point that I would have got it for the exact same price if I had assembled everything separately. Just such a hassle trying to get everything for everything else, you know. I got 3 health left, 5 things, a blocker. I have to put this down. We're gonna go. Geez, what? 4-2, A2 life. And I won't have mana for that. Gisa is dumb. This Gisa card is so stupid. Like, this card is going to end up banned. They literally gave it everything they could think of. And it's just like, why? So anyways, yeah, you can get the good legwork in by just doing things from... Let's see. Block those safely. Great thing. I'm gonna die if I don't block Gisa. What I've got to do here, got to take down Gix. And I don't have an extra blue left anyways to counter things, so... With 3 blue to do things, it's kind of dumb, man. Oh well. like Braden said, if you don't know how or don't have the time, you can always ask someone else to help you either find a good pre-built or help you build it. Like, if you don't have the time to assemble it all yourself, you can still hire somebody that gets you all the stuff and assemble it together, and it'd still be well under like certain brand names, pricing points. Practice and blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Da, 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 da. Dr. Red, you would very much like all the Guilty Gear soundtracks. They're all rock and metal based. I feel like a little bit more, I wouldn't call it alternative rock, but there's some very interesting lyrics that go on. You would like the latest soundtrack from Guilty Gear Strive. Man, what a soundtrack. Alright, random, yeah, Desperado, cool. Vermin. Oh. Yes. My turn. Well, okay. Yeah, no, Guilty Gear as a series. Guilty Gear as a series has always been like heavy rock and metal. The whole series. Now there are some songs that one could say doesn't necessarily fall under like the heaviest of stuff, but even Blue Water Blue Sky, like the most iconic song for May, has a real upbeat tone, but still has some really good like guitar work in there that still would fall under like rock and all that kind of stuff. So. Go watch videos. Yeah, when I did actually build mine, I watched YouTube videos just to make sure you were doing it correctly. Yeah, see, good point. There's a lot of data out there. Anyways, where are we at? We're just gonna like do this. First strike. The battlefield or transforms. If you it can keep exiling things if you keep transforming it back or forth. That would be interesting if I could cast two things to turn and like transform it over, transform it back. That actually would have been really awesome. But hitting you for 6, which only gets you to 9. Doom senses. We're gonna block the rat. So yeah, Braden, then you should listen to every song you can from the entirety of the Guilty Gear series, and you'll be pleasantly surprised with a lot of good songs in there. Dude, there's even jazzy metal. old Slayer, whose song is literally called "Do You Have Eyes in Your Head?" What a sassy vampire. Got them the 9 cards left, though. If I had hit them for that extra 15, would I have gotten there? That activated Jace a certain way. I might have. Might have actually got them there. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Sometimes just go for the -5 and mill them for 15. Probably should have done that. Fun deck though. This thing's working out well. I need to tune it up a bit. Who, what, where, when, why, how, I don't know. But this deck has been actually playing games out. I think better than the Grixis version I thought two things did. No, well, I'll figure out the Grixis one a bit later as well. Definitely some other counterspell that just it shouldn't be this free card. I mean, the idea of like, oh, I'm going to create a token that can do a thing and maybe help me target them during their turn, it has been nice, but I mean, I guess the 4-mana token creation would probably be better than anything else. How this thing is only a vampire and not like a vampire, mercenary, rogue, this or that, I have no clue. Alright, Quint. How's your deck looking? Well, I don't know if this one's any good. I gotta play around with this deck a bit more too. Do I give it a try though? Mr. Sparkle. Let me check this real quick. I'm not sure I have everything in this sideboard that I want to be in here. Give this deck another try. I feel like that'll go over to the team or slick shot. Best 3 rank standard. Sparkle, sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle. Sparkly. Sparkly diddle. Does it return due to a dispute? Oh my. Well, I guess that happens sometimes in the industry. You're just like, well, Dragon Zombie Mancer. Nice username. Inspire Bluff into infantry, and then continue to bide our time until we can play Djinns. Got Augury to keep things going. Play with Fire to keep the field clear in case they are a small aggro deck. They really love their sleeping little white Fennec and Fox. Fair enough. They're probably sitting there like, oh no, Fire Bluff Canal. I know what this deck is. Do you? Do you really? Yes. Well, hold off. Brawl's another thing. Well, we really want to get started early. That early. No, I think we'll wait. Maybe we can do another play with Fire. Augury at the end. When they get the 3 mana, they could probably just play a 3/4 at this point. Top card that is Ward 2. What kind of card has Ward? Has that in mono white? Weird. Well, we'll take the land. Let's go Lightning Strike. Draw another land. Okay, it's getting good. Getting real good here. We'll wait one more turn so we can play like Dejin and keep other stuff open. Right now, I think we're going to infantry and start holding down the field. We're going to start creating that tempo. This is a blue-red, like, tempo-y, mid-rangey kind of deck. Plays a bit more of an honest game. Whenever you attack with one or more non-gnome creatures, plus one counter on Nimpakal. Okay, this spell can enter, and before you go to the attack step, we'll blow it up. Now we have a nice 2/3 that can block your little dude guy. You're probably not going to attack. Which we do, which means you don't have something in your hand. Good to know. Now, we can play this to Jin, and we can actually go to combat. I'm starting to hit you for a bit more. Don't think we need any more lands. We can just keep doing everything per turn. Oh, yeah. Definitely give you an additional turn. Hit you for 4. The proliferate off of Augury came into effect. Give it a counter for casting, and then give it a counter for proliferate. Nice. I think mixed work is really good, so. Complete Ostian time. So both sides say that the other one did not want to cooperate. Where'd my dude guy go? Exile? How? Oh, ossification. They're an ossification deck. Okay. Weird. They're gonna be sitting here like, no way, man. Okay, gain 1 life, but I can hit you for 8 next turn. Or more. Create 2 tap 1 white dog creature tokens. Okay. Cool. Resolve. What does it do? New person control gain hexproof to end a turn. Prevent all damages. Black or red sources. Well. Oh, it's a cute little doggo token. Alright, cast this for single blue, so I'm going to have 2 mana. Yeah, we're just going to get Twinferno. Then we're going to go... You gain double strike. And then you're just done for. Hit them for 6 damage twice, so that's, yep, 18. Yeah, does the job. They're a small deck. They're a really small deck. How many changes are going to be required here? Like, Hearth might be too slow, so we can just play an even slower game of, like, deal 3 damage to everything. Thirst for Discovery is kind of cool. They cast a lot of spells with mana value 3 or less because they're a white weenie deck, so. Return target on impermanent. Fading Hope is something I got rid of. Try and be in favor of 3 steps ahead. So Get rid of the thirst here. Bring in the Scalding Vipers so I can cast. I can still cast its one side to maybe bounce an Ossification. Get a creature back. Of course, bouncing Ossification ain't great unless you're going to counter it, but I can maybe bounce if a Furnace, because they're a red-white deck. So, oh my gosh, this hand. Stupid bad, but I'm keeping it. We can learn to sit back and just wait things out as long as this doesn't keep drawing. Like I gotta change the lands around too. Gotta put in as many full alternate full arts as we can. Pass. Okay, so their face down card is gonna be that dog creature. Cool. We're just here to play the long game, wait it out. Drawing a lot of our answers. So end turn can grab Augury and try to maybe get Djinn, Bird, Infantryman. Create some elemental token. So their strategy is to just go wide. Should have brought in the extra Brotherhood and Bud. Try and find that. Let them make their board as wide as possible with creatures and then just wipe it out. And there's more Twinfernos. Okay, huh, odd. Still at 1, 2, 5 lands. I'm gonna take an extra spell just in case. That's all the Twinfernos though. 2, 5 Twinfernos. Crazy. I can literally 2 for 2. It's still 2 for 1 though. Not that great. Pass turn. It'd be easier to cast. What would be good? Like 2 damage to all non-outlaw creatures. Resolve. What is this? Ward 2? Why does it have Ward 2? I expect Ward 1, but yeah, I'm gonna auto pay that. More than happy with that, thank you. Oh boy, Djinn. They're gonna ossify that so hard. Blap that. One or more. We're gonna one block here. Oh, this is gonna be good. Cast your next instant or sorcery spell. 2 there. 2 there. Draw a card. Draw a card. Yeah. Surveil 1, draw a card. Ooh. Do we want to keep this guy? Yeah, we do. Alright, now we're going to outpace them by like a lot. That's the turn. We can put infantry down, cast things, grow him, create your tokens that are on the ground, no worries. Pass to attackers. I have an interesting tokens thing going on here. I wonder what else they have in their deck. Oh my goodness. Okay. For the damage here. Cool. Right now, give him the next turn. Due to the dispute, not on spawn fly. Fair enough. This hat actually prevents me because I think it ends up usually blocking out the chat. I don't see when there's some movement. Alright, that worked out pretty well. I think sometimes when I'm like in-depth thinking, so things like Tetris 99, here in Magic, sometimes I get so wrapped up that's like, I'm focusing. I'm trying to figure out how to beat the opponent, and like that one was kind of a gimme. Like the power level of their deck didn't seem that great. But I liked the premise of what they had going on. That I did like. Ooh. Wow. And then this horse. This freaking horse right here. It's giving me a long face, that's for certain. Okay. So let's see if we can bump into some tougher opponents with Mr. Sparkle. But oh no, I kind of also want to. What is it like to play this quote real deck from the standard meta that probably a lot of everybody is playing? Let me find out. Sometimes you just have to play in the tuft and the tall grass. You just have to get in there and to really understand mindsets. And people in this meta right now, like in this standard rotation, people are playing like so many different variations of color schemes. There's like three or four prominent blue-white decks to play. You know, there's so many different ways to play the slick shot deck, where you're playing either just straight red-green, straight red-blue, or this mishmash of all three. And this one gives you up till the end of your next end step. So if you cast that during their turn, that's stupid. Stupid good. We'll go Kimono into Codebreaker. I like that. Oh yeah, I'm so doing that. Like, forget having a... Well, yeah, it's gonna be a 3-2 with haste because of Kimono's ability. Kimono faces Kakazan. Kumano laces up his khaki pants. In Japan. In Japan. I think I'm gonna go Botanical Sanctum next. Uh-oh. Just drew 2 lands in a row in an 18 land deck. 18 land, which is 2 under 20 mark, which is still like 1 or 2 under the average of like 22 to 24 lands. Okay, we're gonna play all the fast lands that we can first and foremost. We're casting this regularly. What a nice 3-2 with haste. Does this guy have haste? Also has haste. So they spent their turn doing poetic ingenuity. Dinosaur recontrol attacks create treasure tokens. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 3/1 red dinosaur creature token. Okay. Well, we're just gonna attack. We're gonna cast the questing druid, the let's say Seek the Beast. We're gonna cast Seek the Beast during their turn, get 2 extra cards to play during our turn, then cast things and do stuff. Okay, so you're gonna get a 3/1 Dinosaur. That's cool. Now what? Iron Apprentice. Okay. Cool. Nothing you can do during this turn. Dude, we got a questing druid for days. Uh-oh. We got birds. We're just gonna play the druid. And we're not gonna attack, because we can actually just blap a couple of their creatures, reduce blockers, and then just get in there. I got options. I can probably just go double questing druid next turn and not even worry about a thing. Creature haste. Okay. Okay. Nifty. Are you gonna attack though? You tap out the attack, I can just not block. Alright, never mind. I think we're just going to end them this turn. Oh yeah, it's over. I'll cast you as is. Put that land on the bottom. Draws another land. You have 2 blockers. You're taking lethal. Well, near lethal, okay. I still have Lightning Strike in hand. 5, 8, 11. Oh, I played it way too close. They'll just cast one thing and I die. Oops, I could have kept this thing back. Forge, yeah, that'll do it. I got that close. That was good, though. That thing gets potent. I'm not 100% sure if there's any way to, like, clap them harder. They've got a pretty good aggro deck, too. Their thing is, what, pretty much mono red? Mono red. And it goes in that direction. Okay. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, we run end the festivities. Ooh. Where do we bring things in? Two of the old artwork, 2 of the new artwork. I can really appreciate that. And the festivities is all we really need. Like, what are we dropping off here? That's a good lore question. That's a very good lore question. Do here. I'm gonna drop off just 2 otters in the festivities. Anything else that their deck did? This can be a good. The Wish Token Frenzy can be really good against. But what I think I'm gonna do is I might go down on some of these to the face spells. I'll go like that. We'll get out of it. Yeah, eight can technically perish in that sequence. All the lands to have. Right, we got a mulligan. Much better. Audacity is probably what I need to drop out. I probably need to drop out Audacity. Ah, shucks. Keep 6. Rid of Audacity. I didn't realize I was in the main board. Yeah, what a thing. Next turn, slingshot them for 2. Then just cast a lot of things. It has haste, so we can attack the turn it arrives. Please, take your damage. Now let's see what they do. I wonder what's going to happen. Uh-oh. Question is, how much do I try to diversify my spells here? Deals 2 damage? Roll. What does Voltage Surge say? We may sacrifice an artifact. They decided not to. Yeah, we'll go here and see if they really want to, like... I knew they'd try to sacrifice there. Dude, I called that one out so good. I'm like, they're probably going to sacrifice the pickaxe. Still have a braid, huh? Probably that, though. Line Gorge. I'm going to pass. Cast this during my turn. Probably going to get like 2 lands out of it. Resolve that. Okay, hit me for one. Take this. Something just like a thought. Get the gorge. One spell. How to play the creature. We want to buff up the board. And then just next turn we're good to go. Can cast Rage, can cast just that. Real buffed up real quick. E. There it is. Got it. So 1 damage to all their creatures, wiped it out. 2 damage to their last standing creature before it could get buffed. That worked out. I did not expect those audacities to, like... I didn't realize they were a thing. That being said, now that we know that they like to do certain things, we can actually maybe, like, spell pierce. The gate might be going too far. The source system not great, so I'm gonna go back to Audacity. Get some of those in there. And then I like how this is. Okay. Now I understand the meta deck a lot more. I'll just show the respawn point. Well, that's gonna beg the question how respawn points work too, yeah. But I still think that's too dark and too grim. Nintendo won't go that path. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. They're going first, though, so it's a bit rough. Ronin, my favorite card! This card is... Reinforced Ronin is definitely, like... just, like, one of the, like, nicest... like, cards... from this set. I just like it so much. Such a good card. It's so innocuous in what it does. 2/2 for haste. Goes back to your hand. And it's gonna force me to play around it right now. Okay. Pass. Because we're gonna seek on their turn. Scythe Claw. 4 damage to them. Dude, what a... Mountain next turn, right? This thing. And then we're gonna go Druid and Mono. I don't know if we want to play break or something else first. Oh, man. But the Scytheclaw Raptor is really good. Oh, good old Ronin. I love Ronin. Dude, I love this. I love this guy. I love him. So good. I like their deck. I like what they've got built. So good. Okay. That'll buff him up to... This thing's gonna take 1 damage. And we gotta do it like this. same thing again. Auto pay. And there we go. Cleared the field. Safe to do stuff on their turn now. Another raptor. Hey, raptor's gonna rap. I don't know if there's anything else they can play though. They do 1,000 device. 1-0 haste. Hit me for 5? Nah, nothing. Got it. Fair enough. So, Karplusen. Hector to Karplusen. Doing with haste. We've got a 6-6. Fugitive Codebreaker, another one. Throw this to a 7-7. Play this for 1 damage to ourselves. Everything triggers up for 1, and all attack, because it's just not enough. Got there, though. That deck is spicy. And it's honestly the perfect kind of deck I would be playing. Like, that would be my standard deck. That is such a good, brutal tempo deck. And yeah, that's my style of deck. Just so much synergy. That thing's not even like pure tempo. That's like, it has like some tempo sideboard options, but that thing is like pure aggro. Love it. That's the good stuff. That's the real good stuff. Oh man. I wonder how the deck plays against things like Mentor and all that. Probably still very well. You know, by some of the matches I think I've seen from the content creators. Okay. I didn't mean to select that. I was trying to double check what it had. Get to tear the peaks, but it's like something good I want in like each of these other lines. Except white. It has dust animus back here, but I don't know. Free pack. Ooh. Not exactly free, but you know. You know. Intrepid Paleontologist. Wasn't this a card? I don't think this is the card people were looking forward to. Mana Dork. 2 for 2. Taps for a mana. Or pay 2 mana. Exile card. Target card from a graveyard. You may cast dinosaur creature spells. Among cards you own exiled with Intrepid Paleontologist. Cast a spell this way, that creature enters the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Finality counter is really just don't mean much. That just mean like, oh, it goes to exile if it dies. Eh. Like, big whoop. Alrighty. 3-3. Now we have to go. Let's do a draft. Would love to play the Jund, but Pan, Teamer Slickshot. What a smooth aggro deck. I'm still in awe of that. Sealed? No. I don't got enough for that right now. Premier Draft. Does the other style of draft not actually count towards rank? Let me see something here. It doesn't. It doesn't have the symbol. Only the Premier Draft, which is a best of 1 format. Huh. Well, how about that? They're gonna make darker stuff, but maybe one day they might bite the bullet, but they'll probably bite the bullet with something weird. Like, I don't know if they had many other games, but there was that Captain Rainbow, and that might have been the only M-rated game that Nintendo really had. Granted, older games had certain other references going on. Like Kyle was telling me the other day about the Japanese version of Mario 64 had references to Marlboro and maybe Intel, the old processor, well, the still existing processor. Your maker? Alright. Archangel, 3/5 for 4 mana. You gotta be heavy into white to cast this card, though. I mean, maybe this would be pretty good for limited, but I think I did say this card was kind of a trap. Might be inclined to agree. Back from more is pretty good. Lights up to one target thing. Alright, I'm going to take the back from more and try and lean those colors. I don't know if I want to just trust into the Archangel right now. If it circles and maybe there's some wide open, then maybe. Looks like there might be. Could cycle into Abzan. Redstein, what do you do? 3/2 for 3. Enters the battlefield. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand, and creature spells cost 1 less to cast. Oh, that's nutty. Two with lifelink that if you don't cast a thing, it grows bigger. Trade-off's pretty nice too. Maybe Tithes might have been the way to go. Uh-oh. From this pick, though. Dude, so solidly into green at the very least. 2 times gain 1 life. Disrupt X target artifacts and enchantments. And create twice the number of X. And create a lot of pest tokens, I guess. Huh. I don't know how to feel about it. Inquiry's pretty nice. And let's see. Pretty good removal. From the saddle. How many artifacts and enchantments are there, though? Artifact or creatures. Controller creates a white ox. 2 mana, just destroy a thing that gets replaced with a 2/2 token is honestly really good. Not that bad. And 7 for 6. Reach ward 3. Yeah, these are solid cards. I'm gonna take this Tycoon and see if I can splash into white a bit. Maybe do Abzan. Make it Sultai. Griffin that die. That makes other things pretty good. I gotta pay attention to black creatures too. This assassin's not bad. Good old ride down, man. Cal's really solid. I'll take it over the fine creature. Dirge, eh. We usually get creatures with overpower force. We're gonna take the sentry. More rampy card. Oh, I just took the other one. That card though. I wonder who was the first player to take the Archangel. Dude, everything's over here on Detimi. Satoshi Nakamoto. Italian mage. I'm a cast of the spell to you. Stereotype's fun. Alright, so you're using the Bungie game. Let's just show that the Spartans can die at any moment. Right. The Galactus says 10 to seconds. I think I've asked mere minutes. It really can vary. I'm gonna take the ankle biter. I think it's we're taking a lot of like green and white and have a few black splashes in here. So by the end of the day, it's like, yeah, I guess I should have taken the angel, but I have this back for more. I'll see what other packs open up here. Non-mount creature. I think we're probably not going to be using the corrupted conviction card. Dude, we gotta wait so long for remainder packs to flow around. I think someone is either literally asleep at the wheel, or they're letting stuff pick for them. Stuff to interpretation. One could say that it's the respawn unit that drags the ghost from wherever it is towards the spawn, and of course one has to beg, like, if you look at the ink, if you in Splatoon 3, I don't know if this is the case in Splatoon 2 or Splatoon 1, but if you're in the lobby, you spray the ink and you grab a charger with the scope on it and you zoom in at the edges of the ink breathes. So one could say that the only way an Inkling exists is because of that little ghost, which is technically the soul. Oh, I could really use this card. I'll take Frontier Seeker, though. What else do we have here? Oh, this thing's also really good. Flying Lifelink. Yeah, we're going to take that. Map the Frontier. Solid card. Ramp. Real amount of creature card. Yeah, I ain't getting any more Frontier Seekers off of this, so... Dude, there are so many uncommons here. Crazy. I want to take the big Flying Grip over the 2-drop for right now. So much blue. What is this? What is this? 2 Desperados? That's bonkers. That's... what? Wow. Unbelievable. I'm gonna take up the shield, but I can't believe there's 2 Desperados in this pack. Souls of limited control when they get splatted, yeah. But yeah, I think there's some stuff that works hand in hand with that, what you mentioned, and the breathingness of the ink. So the ink all the ink is kind of like just an unassembled body. Corrupted Conviction can work on here because it could work well with Townsfolk and getting other things and have use for Rudstein and back for more. Huh. This is a pretty good card, though. This Dance of the Tumbleweeds. Calendrins, what does he do? Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Oh my gosh, I should have been taking more blue. How many legendary creatures do we even have? I'm gonna go with not many. Just Rudstein. I probably need to take more of the lands though. I'm gonna take the Grizzly. I'm gonna sand color here. I don't need to take some of those black cards. I do need a few of the other like lands to like splash in here. We're eating up all the desert cards though. This came back around. Interesting. Nobody's in Grixis colors. Only concerning. But yeah. Okay. Matter Weaver. Marchesa. Ooh, Fibblethip. Nah. Tough to say. Got so many creatures though. I'm gonna try the flyer. I'm so trying to like swap into Bant color scheme. The green, white, blue. Use another one of these. Rush of Dread? They're leaving that behind? What's even going on here? What else did I mention if you... Yeah, that would make sense. Very much makes sense. This card again. Wow. Mystical tether. Alright, we got the Miriam. Gotta take her along for the ride. There's high noon. Oh, dude, we're taking the requisition rate. That thing is stupidly good. Endearing thief for now. I'm gonna have to like. I'm gonna take up the shield. Just take a simple flyer. Not gonna do much here, but some alternate timeline. I usually see that's like not a great way to facilitate that, but I get what you mean. Random interference is pretty good. What to do now? Raj Mesa, I guess. Guess we got the big Feldar. It's creating a weird mishmash of like ramp and do stuff. We don't have to get rid of 6 cards. Okay. Not too bad. Good for this and that. Number of non-creatures though. Eee. Prosperity Tycoon. I don't need him. Not real great with the overall theme of the deck. Hmm. I got 2 legendary creatures though, so that's kind of lame. We're going to what, alternate timeline stuff now. That makes things real awkward. That just makes it Schrodinger's thing. That's what the whole quantum thing about it is. It's like, all those things could technically exist and could technically happen, and they also technically have never existed and have never happened. So which one is it? Do they never exist? Or do they exist right now? And the answer is yes. Yes, they don't exist. Yes, they do exist. But probably in a way very different than we do and don't think. Alright, coffee time. Kind of, sort of, almost coffee time. That's right, this one's a nitro. I didn't hard pour this. I completely messed that up. Good job, Altio. You messed up a nitro. At least not Discord nitro. 42 cards. The math says to remove 1 card. I feel like it should probably be killing joins up, but I want to hold on to that card so much. It might just be Geyser Drake. They're kind of the weakest thing here. You don't really do much flash stuff. Like, it's fine otherwise. So I'm going to do one thing, though. I'm going to double check the lands. Suggest lands. I'm certain it should be this way. Only 3 island, because I have this. It could be... I'm removing 1 plane and I'm adding an island. And I might also do the whole... Well, I was playing fine with decks that didn't do the, didn't do the whatchamacallit. Alright, let's see what we got here as far as... Tastes about the same. I don't feel that much difference. I kind of wish I remembered to do the proper thing with the nitro. Ooh, this is a really good opening hand. Got a nice curve out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can even plot this thing on turn 4. We can just fine play a 3/3. Might save this lady, just save her for later, go into the Free Trader Commando, because I don't want to create a target out of her. And also give up like what's coming along. Just let it be. And we'll make the opponent try to figure things out later. Alright, don't think I will attack. I mean, you're the one who needs your mana port. Okay, now we'll play her. Let them figure out what they need to do for turn, because they're going to cast something for 4 mana here. Weird that I'm a mostly green-white deck, and they are also green-white. What is going on with this? Like skates on the rings of Saturn. Trippy. The patient naturally. Oh, they're natural, all right. No idea what that means. Rattleworm. Oh dear gosh. How long as you control a desert? Path to Exile. They had that card, huh? Huh. I'll plot this one here and cast me on the next turn, cast that for free. I don't know what they're bother saying nice for, but yeah, you're gonna get muted. Waiting for a land thing. You got it. Go get that desert. 5 mana. 6 mana. Shucks muffin. Alright, opponent, what you got? What you doing? You want to tell me nice and then spend 3 years thinking. Oh boy, I sure do love this glass house. I think I am gonna throw a stone. What's the worst that could happen? Meanwhile, they're using Dwayne. Oh, I have to unmute them to make it rattle. I'll mute them. Rattle. Rattle, rattle. And Paladin guy. No block. Hey, what do you know? If you haven't cast a spell from your hand this turn, draw a card. I'm gonna go like... pass a turn. We'll see if we can like tap something down. Stop cold. Green-white matches are always like this. They're just such stall matches. Sit there, they go wide, they go to time. It's so bad. Green-white is like the least interactive. Because they're just like not targeting each other's fields, and they're just like, oh, I play a big creature. Well, I also play a big creature. Well, I'm gonna play this other big creature. Oh, I'm playing a big creature too. And they're just sitting there like, well, I can't attack because you got big creatures that block my big creatures. Whenever he comes tap, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Arg. Are you for real? Battlefield, exile target creature. Okay. Gonna try 5/5. Yep. Nope. He's going on a journey. A journey to nowhere. But it'll still be a 5/5 when he comes back, though. That's the cool part about his wording. Gosh. Opponent's deep. I don't think opponent was deep in the tank because all of a sudden they're just like, oh, scrolling over everything they have. They're just like, I guess I'm doing the thingamabob. Pass to attackers. I don't know why I passed attackers. I have this thing, so they're still gonna be able to attack. I mean, I'll take a one-time thing of 4 damage. I'm fine with that. New saddle. Yeah, I'll go to my turn. I'm gonna wait it out. Attack, wait out, do a thing. Maybe block. Let's see what happens. But man, oh man, this mirror match. My creatures are greener. No, my creatures are whiter. But my creatures are also my creatures are also greener. Alright, what you got? I mean, I still get them. Like, go ahead, spend on the, like... whatchamacallit? Take up the shield. Leyline binding? Like, what? Arrgh. I'm gonna put out the legendary creature. I don't have as many like saddle cards as I'd like to have, and not have enough mounts or something. Attack with that dude. Man, I don't care. I'll block here anymore. I get my 3 in the... Now I get the Kellen joins up. Really? Pass to attackers. More naturalist for you. X now target artifact or creature. Ah. Fought this guy. Attack for 3 and kind of try to not worry about it. And cast 2 things next turn and whatever I can there. I'm going to draw cards right now. So I've also already cast both legendary creatures. So Kellen joins up is not going to do a darn thing anymore, unless I can somehow get Miriam back, which I can't. So sucks to suck. Yeah, sure. Like Blink and indestructible. Nice. This person's like, "Aw, snap." Tricked them. So yeah, what I did there, right, is I just said, "Oh, I'm gonna tap down your creature." Like, no problem. And they give up. Wow, I thought they were gonna win that game. I mean, I understand the premise that they were trying to move the lasso over so their creature was big enough to block my flyer, but I myself have a creature that says tap down any creature. Or tap down any non-mount creature, and that creature is not a mount, so I don't even think it had saddle. Even though it has saddle in its name on the card, it's such a flavor fail. So, okay, kind of got lucky there. But as they always say, better lucky than good. Better lucky than good. We got turn 1 and turn 2 play, but no white for beyond that. Really awkward, risky. But I'm very certain there are worse mulligans than this hand. Alright, ankle biter. Biting all the ankles. 20 nips at a time. Ooh, they got the fast land. Nice. Well, okay, I've got 4 islands in the deck. There's only 4 islands. I drew 2 of them already. Compared to, like, all the planes I have. Oh, it's one of those ones I'm not going to be able to draw single planes. They just really wanted to draw a card. Okay, fair enough. They're like, I'm gonna block 3 damage and... take 3... I'm just gonna let this thing die and I'll draw a card. Like, fade 3 whole damage. That's fair enough. Person says, thinking. I'll just say... give him that emote. Oh boy. I can't cast anything. This sucks. We're gonna put the snake on the back of this bear. Now the bear says everything has trample. Dude, this algorithm is so bad. It's like, hey, we're gonna keep making sure you draw white. I'm just drawing a ton of like white cards and like no white lands. Going back to the old Halo 4. All right, man, have a good one. Have a good grind out there in the deeper reaches of space. On the same Earth, on the deepest reaches, space and time. Yo, fudge, really? All this, no white mana. Okay, sure. What are you gonna do? Block my 1/1? I'll hit you for 1 damage at a time. Working the trench. Yeah, no problem. That's the way it usually goes. Alright, well, they got some deck synergy going. They got this whole Bant thing going, and I got Bant stuff going, and boy, you know what would be really nice? Drawing 1 white. I don't even know which card I'd play first. Probably the Townsfolk. Dude, you're casting way too many spells per turn. Like, you want this Razzle Dazzle to keep going, but this thing got you an 8/8. Okay, now I can see why you kept casting. That's pretty good. I drew another. This thing kept drawing me all the white cards, but none of the cards I needed. All right, well, you're too far ahead. Can't come back from that. Maybe 2 turns ago if I had just drawn a single plains. Fine. Yeah, 6 plains. What? Technically 7 sources to get white. 7 chances to get white out of 40 cards. Yeah. I need to double check the definition of like railgun. Whenever anyone says railgun, I always think of like minigun, or like heavy machine gun, or you know, like a Vulcan cannon. But I know railgun is usually meant to deal with a gun that can fire one thing at a super high velocity. So it's something a bit more sci-fi. Okay. Sterling a key the keeper into a grizzly bear. This will work. Roll this tail creature. Roll the blue and eventually get to play Kellen Joins Up. Plot something. I'm not gonna draw blue. Never mind. Don't go much blue here anyway, so it's fine. Battle 3. Good stuff. No attack. Guess I'm drawing all the lands now. It's a sorcery. Maybe 3, 4. Yeah. 6. Yeah, we're good. Person got a lot of spells in hand. Hard to figure out what to do here. Well, I think I know what to do. Alrighty. Desert, so they probably have the greater sandworm. Yeah, that sandworm's gonna show up. They're like, oh, what do I do? Okay. Creates the thing decides not to block? Well, that's fair enough. I mean, that's really, you just want the, what do you call it, to have it. Now I have Mystical Tether. Very great for him. It's gonna pass. I face on this other green white thing here. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 6 the mana. I can do everything here. There we go. You're tapped down. Next, we're gonna go this creature here. Gonna fight your other flyer. Alright, gotta go after my dude guy. Okay. I'll pass. Got a bunch of random things for free. Got all 5 Kellers. crazy. Okay. Gonna tap that down. Pass to attackers. My turn. Cool. Oh, this is great. Target artifact. You. Target enchantment. Target player. Get in there. Alright, I could probably finish them off in the air. Yep, and so it is. Wow. Okay, sorry, I'm so focused there. I actually was not speaking that much about what I was doing or why I was doing it. But, it was looking like it was going to be leaning in their favor for a bit there. But I can use the one creature, the one cowboy. The Sterling Keykeeper, and at instant speed during their turn I can pay 2 mana, tap this particular creature down, tap the Keykeeper, and then tap down any non-mount creature that they own. So if I do that before they go to their attack step, I say that thing is not going to be allowed to be an attacker because I'm tapping it down, which means it won't be a blocker either when it comes back to my turn. So when my turn comes around, I untap the Keykeeper, I could tap down another creature, get some extra blocks, and do stuff like that. But in that one sequence of turn, I was able to throw down their blocker, you know, make sure that they were going to attack this creature. They did. Okay, cool. And then I tapped it down to make sure it's not going to untap. Or they didn't even decide to attack with it, so that's even better. Because, okay, your end step, you clearly must not have anything to do, may hopefully have no counterspell, put that enchantment, flash in that enchantment, make sure that creature stays tapped down permanently, and then I can kind of keep a bit of a lockdown effect going, a mild control effect, keeping them locked down and then just being able to just plink in the air, finish him off. And of course, that very timely requisition raid that can get rid of enchantment, that was really good. So that was super helpful. I'm 29 though. I only have time for one more match. The way these matches have been going, they've all been long, but they've all been pretty good and interactive. 2 of them so far, I thought that the opponent was definitely gonna like squeak that one out, get their victory. It was nice to see a rather innocuous jumble of cards kind of do well. Never got the Kellen joins up effects, but that's okay. Very possible we could get that still at some point. Natural Tron. We have assembled Tron. We got one of every color. We got one of every possible piece we need. Right here. Opening hand. Natural Tron. So we're good to go. Tell 2 for the first strike, though. We can get that out of the townsfolk. Planes. Have a plane turn. You may go ahead. Force it up. And Eric's is the name. It's train. Hopefully potty. Potty train would be nice. Let's deal with that right now. Set up to give it first of a strike. Thanks for the games. Yeah, no problem, Dr. Wright. Go sleep well. Take care. Have a good one. Saddle up this lynx with the creature that has power 4 or greater. I'm sorry, power 2 or greater. For a combination of creatures. Equal power 2 or greater, and then it is now effectively saddled. These creatures, of course, when they're saddled, have an extra effect when they attack while being saddled. This guy gets first strike, which is that's a pretty strong ability, you know? Still attack with just his earrings. Probably gonna bottom this card. I don't think we're gonna need it. Though, looking how things are, I'm probably gonna need that card. We're gonna take care of their card that can like trade up. Perfectly fine with that. Because if we leave them with the creature that only has 3 tough, that only has 1 power compared to its 3 toughness, we can either fly over it or just slam through it. And again, that's perfectly fine. Getting even better here. Okay. I'll let them see if they want to block. They're like, no, this guy's got something. And you're darn right I have something. End the turn. Your Mine Raider. I got your treasure tokens. Alright. Before it goes to my turn, flash in this Daring Thunder thing. 4/4 fire. Not just a 4/4. Okay. That's the time you play something on Steam, it's the first one. Right. For 4 mana, we destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, and we're just gonna cast 2 things here. We're doing artifact and +1/+1 counter. Get rid of this artifact and buff me up. Auto pay, thank you. And they're sitting here like, oh gosh, dang it. Yeah, all attack. Ooh. They let that creature go so early on. I'm surprised. But I guess that's why. They're like, oh, I've got the terminal agony. Okay, well, I can just keep playing flyers. Cool. No block. I mean, I'm so far ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Attack me again. I'm not gonna be worried about it. There's mechs in the game? No. So... Draws cards and put X lands. Yeah, no blocks. Attack me for 6. Watch me care. Here's cards. That's pretty cool. Okay, end your turn. I'm gonna draw a card. Sweet. No Gitrog monster. 5, 6 mana. I'm at 5 mana, so. Turn the mount, and then damage which was power to target creature you don't control. So, do you have anything? Is the question here. All right, yeah, they're like, I got it. Nice. So far, it's the most interesting mechanic so far. Good on that. Was that only game number 5 out of the... Game number what? Hold on, where are we at? Where things are at. Where are we at on the hand series? We had what? One game number... I would say, wait, we're actually game number 6, because it was 1, 2, 3 ODST Reach 4. Just kind of odd to count like that. And then nowadays there's Halo Infinite, which is game number 7. Yeah. 1, 2, 3 ODST Reach, then 4. 1, 2, 3 ODST. Just that kind of rolls off the tongue. 1, 2, 3 odds to Reach 4. Oh man, we're going places. Alright, 148. Yeah, okay. Maybe one last game. Oh, there was Halo 5 and now we're at Halo Infinite. Oh, that's more of that serious than I thought. Like, you kind of lost track of it after a while. If there are breaks from, like, the numbers, you kind of lost track of, what was what there, no doubt. This hand's fine, because it's got Bandit. Half Asninvazen. Oh, wait, no. They're using AZN as Asian, so like half Asian invasion. That's... what a username. Oh my gosh. That's clever. That's pretty clever. Look, meat and meat. And pop this on turn 3. That's pretty solid. Red, green. We're gonna swap this for free, get 2 things out here. Cast this, cast that, cast these, cast those. Cast to cast, cast again. 2 spells for the price of 1. They're just in there like, I don't get it. No, sir, I don't get it. Jeez. I really need to undo that. Hold up. I lost track of this. Nah, I counted wrong. Whatever. I think I wanted to like get the grizzly out there, but it ended up being pointless. But yeah, I don't need this creature growing everything that they have, making it technically 1 bigger than it would normally be. Jeez McDang. I don't do anything right now, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put up this guy, and then we'll go to combat, attack for 5. We're more than likely not gonna block. Force to sync your Xbox account with your Steam account for the Master Chief Collection. Oh, that's interesting. Things are synced and affect each other in the different achievement worlds. That's solid. Okay, that's a pretty good idea. That is a darn good idea. Oh, they tapped out again, huh? Reach Ward 2. Oh, okay, here we can do. Three. Let's see what they want to do. Yeah, I kind of still got what I wanted out of it. Perfect. Keeping their field clear, and then I can still, like, throw from the saddle later. Of course, if either one of my 2 legendary creatures shows up, oh boy. They spent 3 mana, did 3 damage. What are they doing now? They got 3 mana left. Just to double skewer the critics? Okay. Not gonna like this. 4. I think what I can do is like green this. Like that. Still play this creature, and we're getting in there for 9. End the turn. Whew. Did we make it? Yeah, we made it. Fair enough. Called it quits. Did you have fun the match? I mean, your feedback, man. I was like, what kind of is there? Like, I had fun. My deck played out well. I mean, that's tough to say. Like, my deck had some flow to it. Cool. Does that mean I drafted well? Maybe. Did my opponent not have a good draft or a good deck? I mean, was it a matter of how the way things drew out? I don't know. I'm going to skip that one. Apostle of Invasion. Cool. Got another thing, okay. Oh, it's gonna give me another draft token soon. Righteous. Okay. Well, we'll go along the red trail for now. Eventually get all these other ones done. Yeah, give me the horse. Silly horse. Surgical extraction. Surgical extraction is a heck of a card. So, yeah. Went pretty well. All progress went up pretty nicely. Did all the dailies, got a good number of wins. Finished all the weekly stuff. This week only like just started. I'm already done with the weeklies. Okay. I finished last week's weekly, so that's kind of cool. But I gotta wait a while for next week's weeklies. There's a number of dailies, so that counts, I guess. So, all right, well, we'll get heading out then. That was a very good night in the Thunder Junction. A very splendid night, I might say. One could even say it was magnificent, but I wouldn't be so bold. It was solid, though. It was good. It was pretty good. You know, Esperados wasn't too bad. Just need some tune-ups. Mr. Sparkle shows it can do just fine. That Teamer deck, though. Oh my goodness. The synergies in there. I'll have to see if maybe there's some adjustments I can do to Mr. Sparkle about it. But overall. Getting the wheels out? Yeah, fair enough, Braden. Fair enough. Thanks for reminding me to just, you know what, sometimes just head on out. I got some sleepings to do. Got a bike to go get tomorrow. Bicycle, so I can start biking around everywhere and get really, really in shape. Biking every day. Gymming on occasion. Getting the lifts. It's gonna be good. So everyone, go do what you gotta do, get done. That way you can get even more doings that are goodins and getting doneins. Have a great night. Stay hydrated, and thank you as always for tuning in. And I hope to see you again real soon. Who will?